second down. Flacco now. Being chased out left. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead from 6 yards away, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And McManus able to put it through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They begin the drive with Hill. Space to maneuver at the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 65 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a handoff. Here's Hill. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
3rd and goal, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, here's Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
First and 10 here for Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To pass, Flacco, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Bryce Treggs from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! 51 on Mike, boy, 51. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Hill. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Airing one deep for Curse. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So that'll back them up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Here's Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flacco. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he fires one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42.
Gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, it's Dixon, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Snead. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
On first down, Hill, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Flacco escaping the pressure right. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Flacco. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And McManus able to put it through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Hill busts through the tackle. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff for Dixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Hot.
Jackson. Rolling to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Dixon on the pitch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 wide. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 wide.
2nd and 10, Flacco once more. And his throw here's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Third down, Flacco from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Dixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Right back to Dixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Flacco looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Flacco, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 50 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to loft one, deep left, and got his man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Hill, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Set, 319! 319!
Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
from the gun. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here come the Ravens. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Hut.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On the counter, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitor.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.